Does foundation always make your flakes look worse? If you have dry skin, this can be one of the most frustrating things, because when you're trying to cover the issues, the foundation tends to show off some of those flakes. In this video, I'm going to discuss the techniques to make sure that this is no longer a problem for you. Dry skin means that skin is dehydrated. This could mean all the way through, down to the dermis layer, or just on top. But either way, it shows up as flakes on the skin. And what's worse than trying to apply foundation and the brush or the tool that you're using is literally lifting up the flakes and making your skin look like a Rice Krispie treat. There are a couple of tips and tricks that you can use to make sure that this is no longer an issue. Now the first is, of course, to make sure that you have a good skincare routine. If your skin is exfoliated, hydrated, and healthy, the flakes shouldn't be as much of an issue. But this is a minimal makeup series, so I want to give you some of the tools and some of the tricks that you can use to ensure that your face stays flake-free. The first one is using the right kind of primer. You want to use a primer that doesn't just sit on the skin, but actually hydrates the skin. And in this case especially, I would recommend avoiding something like dimethicone that just smooths over the skin. Instead, go for a primer that is both like makeup plus skincare. Perhaps it has natural aloe vera or some natural hydrating oils or ingredients. This will help to not only smooth the skin out, but it also helps to hydrate some of those top layers to make sure that the flakes stay down. Also, if you go for one that's a little bit luminous but not glittery, this can kind of help disguise any textural issues that dryness is causing on your face. Next, you want to choose the right foundation. Choose one that does have a little bit more of a dewy or hydrating texture. Again, kind of giving you a skincare boost when it comes to your foundation routine. Also, I would recommend applying foundation with one of two tools, a blender or a brush. Now, why is that? With a blender, you can really press this into the skin nicely, which gives you a really nice natural look, but it can also absorb some oil on the skin. And for a dry skin case, you want to make sure that that skin has as much moisture as possible. And that is where brushes come in. When you pump a product onto a stippling brush, the bristles absorb a little bit, but really nicely deliver this to the entire face. On top of that, think about this motion. This is manual stimulation. Just the way you would go to a spa and get a facial and somebody would kind of massage your cheeks, this is kind of giving your face a mini massage to the skin. Now, if we look at the scientific anatomy of skin, we have pores, and the pores is where the sebum is contained. Again, think of these pores like little holes within inside the skin, and the sebum sits at the very bottom. For people with oily skin, these are overactive and the oil is everywhere. But for people with dry skin, the oil isn't getting out enough. This manual stimulation can actually help to coax some of that oil back up and out of that hair follicle to moisturize and help to lubricate the entire surface of the skin. Meaning you're fixing dry skin with your makeup application, but for the long run, and actually getting your pores to work a little bit more like they should. Lastly, think about a hydrating mist or setting spray. You can choose one that's specifically formulated for dry skin or a skincare product that is meant to be hydrating. Look for ingredients such as aloe vera or some nice organic oils, but avoid anything that has alcohol. The reason why is because alcohol naturally dries out when it comes to air. You don't want that to sit and dry out your skin. Foundation application for dry skin sounds really tricky, and it's because most makeup tutorials and advice out there isn't tailored to people who've got flakes on their face. But this video contains the tips that you need to know to really take care of your dry skin and to make your makeup work for you. Comment below and let me know if you've ever dealt with dry skin. Has it only been during the winter or when you travel, or is it something that you deal with all year long? We post a new minimal makeup video every single Monday at 11 a.m. and I would love to get back to the basics of beauty with you here. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell button so you don't miss those uploads. And if you have oily skin, check out the oily skin tips video. I love you guys so much and I cannot wait to see you in the next minimal makeup video. Love you guys. Bye.